6:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Dulwin Samarasinghe and read by Niranjan Abesundara. Health ministers say the government has a clear plan and a mechanism to save the country from the coronavirus. An Indigenous Medical Council will be formed to popularize the Indigenous medical system. Health authorities request the people to limit shopping during the festive season. The date of the GCE O-level examination will be announced soon. In world news, coronavirus infections in England fall over lockdown. Sports news: Olympics, COVID-19 countermeasures to cost around $960 million. Minister Paithavana Raja says the government has a clear plan and mechanism to save the country from the coronavirus. She said it has been praised even by the World Health Organization. Health Minister was giving a reply speech today in Parliament on the expenditure account of her ministry. State Minister Rajai Koti say Indigenous Medical Council will be set up to popularize Indigenous medical system. He was taking part in the committee state budget debate in the Parliament today. MP Dr. Harsha De Silva said, although certain groups criticized when 1990 Suasari ambulance service was launched, it renders an immense service to the public. Ms. Myola Viramasa pointed out the need to encourage the people to consume healthy food. MP Professor Harini Amarasuriya said mental health services at hospitals should be further developed. MP Daratha Hera requests the government to affiliate the Kuliyapitiya Medical Faculty with the Kurunagala General Hospital. Parliamentarian Suresh Vadivel emphasized the need to take speedy measures to control the spread of coronavirus in the estate sector. MP Kokila Gunawardena said regulations should be introduced on food to control non-communicable diseases. Director of the Health Promotion Bureau, Dr. Partha Karunapema, has requested people to refrain from organizing ceremonies due to the present situation in the country. He said that although the festive season has come, shopping should be limited only to essential needs. He said that only one person from a home should go to a shop. During a media briefing in Colombo today, Dr. Karunapema pointed out the spread of the virus can be controlled if everyone acts with responsibility. Taking part in the media briefing, Director of the Epidemiological Unit, Dr. Sudat Samarwira, said there is a reduction of coronavirus patients at present. He said it shows new infected persons entering society have been controlled. Dr. Samarwira said the majority who died due to the virus are elders and those who are suffering from chronic illnesses. He further said a program to deliver medicine to the homes of the people suffering from chronic illnesses is now being implemented. The Minister of Education, Mr. GLP, said dates of the GCE O-level examination will be announced soon. During a media briefing today, he said the well-being of the children was considered as a decisive factor when reopening schools. The minister said it decided not to reopen schools in the Western Province, considering the present situation. The minister said that the Ministry of Education will not take the final decision on reopening schools island-wide. He said the responsibility on taking the final decision of reopening schools had been given to the committee headed by the principals. He further said the principals can decide on reopening of schools according to the advice of health officials in the respective areas. He added, those activities will be done under the supervision of the Provincial Directors of Education. A new telephone number has been introduced to obtain the services from the Narayanpeta and Vera head officers of the Motor Traffic Department. Commissioner General of Motor Traffic, Sumit Alakon, said the new telephone number is 011 2677 877 and has been introduced together with the Sri Lanka Telecom to reserve a date and a time early. The facility is available all 24 hours of the day. Telephone number is in operation from today. The number once more, 011 2677 877. Bitalakon say that although several telephone numbers were provided earlier, those numbers have been cancelled considering the inconveniences faced by the people. He said that services reserved earlier will be continued as valid. Mr. Bandar Gunawardena says Satasa will be revitalized. The minister mentioned this while attending a workshop to prepare strategies for next year with the aim of rebuilding Satasa. Among the future programs are enhancing the distribution and branch network. The minister Gunawardena said Satasa aimed to provide the public with quality goods at fair prices. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. New Inspector General of Police C.D. Vikramaratne called on the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa at his official residence this morning. The Prime Minister extended his greetings to the new IGP and inquired about the security situation of the country and the present task of the police. The IGP was sure to perform the national duties without fail. The Prime Minister appreciated the services of the Sri Lanka Police to save the people from COVID-19. Meanwhile, Mr. Wickramaratne visited Kandy yesterday. IGP paid homage to the sacred truth relic at Dalda Maligava, called on the Mahanayaka of the Asgiri and Malta chapters and received their blessings. He also visited the chief prelate of the Katambe Rajapuranami Venerable Kapitagoda Sri Nimalatero. The Ratna Sudha chanting organised by the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation takes place this evening from the Ragama Batuwatta Narangadapaluva Ratna Sri Damarada Potgul Viharaya. Ratna Sutra chanting will be held under guidance of the chief monk of the temple, Venerable Sivarimulle Sumanratanathero. It will be broadcast at 6:30 p.m. This will be the singular commercial service, City FM service and regional services. That ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The total of COVID-19 related recoveries reported in Sri Lanka went up as 558 patients were discharged from hospital today. According to epidemiological unit data, the total recoveries count now stands at 17,560. Sri Lanka has confirmed 23,484 positive cases of COVID-19 infections to date. Another 16 of them have died due to the virus. 588 active cases are now receiving treatment. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watch Live, University Grants Commission intends to provide computers to all the students that enter universities this year. UGC Chairman Professor Sampath Amaratunga said People's Bank has agreed to provide a loan to every student to purchase a computer, and only the interest on that amount will have to be paid monthly during their university education. Well, that came to in Watchlight. On to world news. Coronavirus infections in England fall over lockdown. French policeman charged of assault of a black music producer. Japan's Crown Prince approves daughter's wedding. Coronavirus infections in England have fallen by about a third over lockdown. According to a major study, some of the worst hit areas saw the biggest improvements, but despite this progress, cases remained relatively high across England. Health Secretary Matt Hancock said the data show the country could not take the foot off the pedal just yet. The findings by Imperial College London were based on swabbing more than 100,000 people between 13th and 24th of November. A French judge has placed 4 police officers under criminal investigation over the beating of a black music producer at his studio in Paris earlier this month. Video of the white officer attacking producer Michael Zeckler emerged last week, causing a widespread outrage. 2 have been remanded in custody. Decision to open the formal investigation comes amid growing concern over police violence in France. Japan's Crown Prince Fumito said he approves of his daughter's long-postponed plan to marry a university boyfriend. Princess Mako was originally set to wed non-royal Kei Komuro in 2018, a year after they announced their engagement. The palace later decided or denied the delay was linked due to mother's rumored financial problems. However, the prince reiterated the money issues must be dealt with first, according to Kyodo News Agency. And back to the headlines of the world news. Coronavirus infections in England fall over lockdown. French policeman charged of assault of a black music producer. Japan's Crown Prince approves daughter's wedding. That is world news. Development news. Vice-Chancellor of the University of Peradeniya, Professor Upul Disanayake, said University of Peradeniya is developing a test kit that can perform a PCR test for less than 1,500 rupees. He said the team of experts conducting research on the new test kit has now conducted a large number of sample tests and obtained successful results. He said the University Grants Commission is financially assisting the research, and the research team is focused on developing a new set of rules that will allow quick results from the field trials. On to sports news. The fifth match of the Lanka Premier League is underway in Hambantota between Jaffna Stallions and Dambulla Vikings. Batting first, the Jaffna Stallions scored 218 for 7 wickets in 20 overs. Captain Tissara Pereira scored 97 with 7 sixes and 8 boundaries in 44 balls. The sixth match of the Lanka Premier League will be played in Hambantota between Galle Gladiators and Kandy Tuskers. The match is scheduled to begin at 8 p.m. tonight. Tokyo Games organizers estimate the cost of COVID-19 countermeasures for next year's rearranged Olympics will run into around 100 billion yen. Japanese media said that the total cost of delaying the games for a year would run to 200 billion yen or $960 million. A spokesman for organizers told media an announcement will be made in an interim report following the talks between Tokyo 2020, Tokyo Metropolitan Government and the Japanese government on Wednesday. The Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee is expected to officially announce an adjusted budget before the end of the year. On to business news. France-based CGM Shipping Group has engaged in a relay transshipment of Sri Lanka's Hambantota port with 2 vessels from the line calling while Colombo was hit with the coronavirus outbreak. Singapore-flagged MV Glacier Bay from Abu Dhabi had berthed at Hambantota and discharged containers on 23rd November. Cyprus-flagged MV Aldi Wave had arrived from Namashiva and docked at Hambantota on 22nd November to take containers on board destined for Durban. That was business news. Economic news, courtesy of...
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down, everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has issued amendments to the circular on the debt moratorium of COVID-19 affected businesses and individuals. Accordingly, the CBSL announced the deadline for the submission of requests by an eligible borrower to avail the concession has been extended until the 10th of December 2020. Central Bank said non-bank financial institutions are required to finalize a decision and communicate the decision in writing to the applicant within 45 days of submitting the request. That was economic news.
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
On to the weather. Met Department say the low-pressure area in the southeast Bay of Bengal likely to intensify into a depression during the next 24 hours and likely to intensify further. System is likely to move northwestward to the north coast of Sri Lanka. It will affect weather over the island and surrounding sea area during the next few days. Several spells of showers will occur at several places in the northern, north-central, eastern Nuwa provinces. Showers and showers will occur in the western, central Sabaragamuwa provinces and the Golmatra districts. For heavy falls, about 50 millimeters are likely in some places. Fairly strong gusts to winds can be expected in the northern, north-central, eastern, northwestern provinces. That was the weather report. Back to the headlines of the news. Health makers say the government has a clear plan and a mechanism to save the country from the coronavirus. An indigenous medical council will be formed to upgrade the indigenous medical system. Health authorities request people to limit shopping during the festive season. The date of the GCE O-level examination will be announced soon. In world news, coronavirus infection in England fall over lockdown. Sports news, Olympics, COVID-19 countermeasures to cost around $960 million.